Hi everyone, this is me again. I hope you're well. This day I decided to do a new attempt in the kitchen, so I decided to do my birthday cake. This year I wanted something special, new, but that felt like home. So I decided to do it by myself, and also because nearby there wasn't a place that could offer me something that was similar to what I expected. So this is the attempt. I hope you will enjoy it. If you have any information to ask, please feel free to comment down below and contact me. I'm very happy to do it. So yeah, I will leave you to the video. So you saw me struggling with the kitchen scale. I don't know why. Sometimes it froze, and I think it's the type of kitchen scale. I need to change, but I don't have this thing that I can throw away things easily, so I'll take them until they broke. So yeah. So you need for this recipe 170 grams of flour, zero type. I think you can use also other type of flour if you like, but I use this one as it is suggested to the recipe that I follow. And yeah, if you need it, I can link you down below the original recipe, but it's written in Italian, so I don't know if you can translate. I think with a Google translator it can do it. I use unfortunately grams and kilos and all the European metric measurement, not the American one, so I don't know in cups how much is it, but I think it's easy to convert. If you need, I can try to do it by myself, and if you write down below, I will write down the right measurement. So now the time of sugar, another 170 grams of sugar. It's fine, whatever type of sugar you desire, it's fine. You can do this with the normal one or other type. And yeah, sometimes I go with too much. I have to take out. So another thing, you need to have cocoa powder. I used one who is found in Italy, obviously, that is the Emilia, but one of my favorite is the Perugina one, that is a very famous chocolate type of chocolate here in Italy. You know the Baci Perugina. They do this cocoa powder that I think is the best, but I didn't have this one, so I use this that is as good as the Perugina one, just a bit less for my personal taste. So the grams are 40 grams, and for the spoons quantity, I think it's about 3 big spoons, but for me, I don't know how to measure. I tried if it's so, but I go better with the grams, and they are 40. Not one more, not one less, but if you're not right, it's not a problem. It's only cocoa powder. So now you have to put all together the flour with the sugar. I suggest you to incorporate little by little because it's easier to manage. Yeah, I dropped some flour. It's like something happens to me every time because I'm a little clumsy. And yeah, but if you prefer to do it all in one way and you have a bigger cup to incorporate all, it's the best. I am clumsy, so I try to do time at a time. So now is the time to incorporate cocoa powder gently, and I always suggest a little by little because it's too easier to manage, but you can do whatever you feel like. If you all feel to go all in, it's fine. Please keep attention to mix all gently because flour, sugar and cocoa powder are something that fly very easily, and I know very well that you can do a big mess. So gently, you can all mix together. So when you finish to mix all the ingredients all together and you're satisfied with it, it's a time for the yeast. I know this packaging is amazing. I just bought this type of yeast just for the packaging and the color. Every time I fall in love when I see in the supermarket, but I don't know if it's better than others. I didn't find any difference, but it's so beautiful to look at. So I fall in love every time. I suggest you to use one sachet, not half or three quarters like I did this time, because in this way the cake is more fluffy. To me it was a little bit flat, so if you try, I suggest you to use more. Another thing you can do to original recipe, suggested to use apple cider vinegar and bicarbonate, and for the measurements I will write all down below if you want. If you can comment and I will write you everything. I just added just a pinch of salt because to the yeast to work, it properly work, it's always needed a little bit of salt. So now you need to add the liquid part to the cake, and you need 250 grams of water. I measure it with a very professional tool, glass, a normal glass. So yeah, so this happened. So not ideal, but we keep going. We always try a new way. So this is the time of the oil. I choose the peanut butter oil. It's the same. You can use whatever type of oil you prefer. I choose peanut butter because for me it's less heavier than other type of oil like olive oil, because I feel that leaves the mark at the end of you feel it a little bit heavier on the cake. But if you know how you like and you think it's the best, you can go with the olive oil, sunflower oil, or mixed oils, just what you prefer. Just the important thing, it has to be 6 big spoons. I think you can go by the eye and you feel like how much liquid is the cake, and if you feel that it's needed a little more or a little less, because with liquids you never know, and flour it's a delicate balance, so go with the feeling, trust yourself. The consistency must be like this one, and after that you can add another thing that I just forgot before, because it's better that you incorporate it before, and this vanilla extract. This is very important. After that you mix it all together and it's fine. It's ready to go in the oven. I suggest you to use a 22 centimeters pan. The diameter, sorry, it has to be 22 centimeters, because I use the 24, 25, and I think it's a little too much bigger for this type of grams and proportion. But if you prefer it to be more flat than and large, it's fine. It's the same. I did this way because I prefer the big version. Recipe suggests you to cook the cake in a static oven at 180 degrees Celsius. The time that is advised is 35 to 40 minutes. I prefer to go under to 40-45 maximum. I suggest you to not take out the cake immediately, because it can affect the way it will look and will flop. So wait some minutes until it cool off. Now it's the time of the icing. You can buy a chocolate one, but I prefer to do it homemade. So this is the measurement. You need 15 grams of cocoa powder, 120 grams of powdered sugar, and 3 and 4 spoons of hot water. In fact, as you see, my father joined me in this adventure and tried to help me because it's my birthday, so he wanted to be a part of it. From now on, you will see the place a little bit crowded, but I enjoyed the fact that my dad asked me if I needed help, because I didn't need it, but you know, when you are with your family, all the things can be different in a good and a bad way. But in this case, it was very nice from him, and I really appreciated the fact that he wanted to help me. So he is the reason that I love so much to cook cakes and all sweet things. So for me, it was more special for this one, I think, because we have not so much time as when I was a kid to cook together, so this was a good and special occasion for me. So back to the recipe, I put together cocoa powder and powdered sugar, 15 grams of cocoa powder and 120 powder of powdered sugar, and I mix it all together. It was all mixed together very well. I put aside everything, and I took 4 spoons of hot water. I recommend you to go by the eye, because as you mix the powders, you will see if it needs more water or is it too liquid. The recipe suggests you also to add 1 spoon of peanut butter oil, but I didn't do it because I thought that for me the water was still good, and it didn't need so much more of liquids part. So now it's the time to take out the cake from the oven, and as you can see, mine is a little bit flat, but I assure you it was very good. Now you can gently, I suggest you to use the support from the oven and put some paper under, because the icing will fall naturally, and helping yourself with a spatula and trying to be in the center as possible, because icing is very hard to do in the right way, and little by little you need to move. So when you are satisfied with the icing, you can move to the decoration part. I used some sugar pralines, little, very colorful, and some Smarties. If you want, there are vegan version. I don't know if in your country or in what type of shops, but I know there are some without with the label and or without milk or any dairy product. And yeah, I put some colorful thing all around the cake, and this is it. You can decorate it how you want. I did this way, but yeah, it's the moment for your fantasy to to feel free to express. For now, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in this on this channel soon. And yeah, feel free to subscribe if you want to, and I hope you well. Bye.